Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something that many people have never heard about, but it exists inside almost every device we use, the FreeType library. FreeType is used everywhere in browsers, operating systems, and many applications to render fonts. An outdated free type library can expose systems to severe security risks like memory corruption, remote code execution, and privilege escalation. And when this library is outdated, it can create a serious security vulnerability. So, in this video, I'll explain in the simplest way what is free type, why does an outdated version become dangerous, how attackers use it, and how we can fix it. FreeType is a popular open source software library for rendering fonts, providing a consistent way to display text in various formats like TrueType, OpenType, Type 1 across different platforms. Used heavily in operating systems such as Android, iOS, Linux, and applications for high quality, customizable font rendering and handling. It acts as a font engine, allowing developers to easily access font data and create crisp images even at small sizes without worrying about the specific file formats. FreeType is a small piece of software that helps you device display font properly. Whenever you open a website, a PDF, a mobile app, or even your phone settings, all the text you see is rendered using a font. FreeType is a library that reads these font files and converts them into visible text on your screen. So basically, FreeType is a font reader used in web browsers, PDF viewers, Linux systems, Android devices, many apps and games. It silently works in the background, but it is used everywhere. It has universal usage, font rendering, and cross platforms. Where is FreeType used? It would be used in web browsers. Browsers use FreeType to render web fonts. Just visiting a website loads the library, which has browser features like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, etc. Also, it would be used in operating systems, which system component for UI text across millions of devices worldwide. Which operating systems are supportable like Linux desktops and servers, Android devices, iOS and Mac OS apps. Also, it would be used in apps and documents, a standalone software that processes document formats, often bundles its own FreeType copy like PDF viewers, video games, image editors, and mobile apps. Now let's walk you through what is the outdated FreeType version vulnerability. The problem begins when a device or application uses an old or outdated version of this FreeType library. Older versions have bugs, and some of those bugs can be very dangerous. Specifically, some old FreeType versions do not properly check or validate font files. So if an attacker creates a malicious font, FreeType may not detect anything wrong and will still try to read it. And that is where things break. The risk outdated FreeType caused by unpatched bugs in code, memory corruption, or silent execution. Let me explain the attack in very simple way. The attack makes a specially crafted malicious font file. This font file is placed on the website inside a PDF or inside an image. When the victim opens that website or PDF, their device automatically loads the font. FreeType tries to render it, but due to vulnerability, it mishandles the font data. This causes memory corruption, meaning FreeType gets confused and allows the attacker's code to run. The scary part, you don't need to download anything, you just need to view a web page or a PDF that uses that font. Some famous examples include the Google Chrome FreeType 0 Day, which has CVE score 20201599, which allowed remote code execution via a malicious font embedded in a web page. The real world example is in 2020, Google discovered a FreeType vulnerability actively being exploited in the wild. Attackers were injecting malicious fonts through targeted web pages to gain access to victim devices. Google immediately released a patch showing how serious these vulnerabilities can be. So, Google reported this vulnerability in October 19, the active exploitation detected in October 20, the patch released in October 20, and its global update is released in November 2020. Okay, so what about CVE 202527.363? An out of bounds right exists in FreeType versions 2.13.0 and below. Newer versions of FreeType are not vulnerable when attempting to parse font structures related to TrueType GX and variable font files. The vulnerable code assigns a signed short value to an unsigned long and then adds a static value, causing it to wrap around and allocate too small of a heap buffer. The code then writes up to 6 signed long integers out of bounds relative to this buffer. This may result in arbitrary code executions. This vulnerability may have been exploited in the wild. The impact depends on where FreeType is used, but typically includes remote code execution, denial of service, privilege escalation, especially inside browsers, sandbox escape vulnerabilities, and unauthorized access to sensitive data. Attackers may execute malicious code simply by tricking users into viewing a PDF web page or an image. So, what can happen? Code execution, system compromise, service destruction. The most dangerous outcome, memory corruption, allows attackers to inject and run arbitrary commands on your system with the same privilege as the vulnerable application. Attackers can break out the browser sandboxes designed to contain threads. Once outside, they can access private files, user data, and sensitive system areas. Malformed fonts can cause FreeType to read invalid memory, facing the host application to crash immediately. This leads to data loss or usability issues. Because of this vulnerability, who is at risk? This vulnerability can impact Google Chrome, Chromium-based browsers, Firefox versions using FreeType backend, Linux desktop environments like Ubuntu, Debian, Fedora, CentOS, Android components, and application using FreeType for PDF and image rendering. Okay, so how to detect outdated versions? Since FreeType is often embedded deep within applications and operating systems, detecting outdated versions requires a multi-layered approach using both static and dynamic analysis. So you can detect this vulnerability like vulnerability scanners, which include tools like Nessus, Qualys, and OpenVAS automatically scan infrastructure to map install software against known CVE databases. Another is SCA tools. In SCA tools, you can do dependency check, software composition analysis. Tools analyze project manifest like package.json to find bundle outdated libraries before deployment. OS package inspection. On Linux, use package managers to query versions directly or check your distribution's security advisors. Browser and app audits. Manually check browser versions via Chrome version or applications about pages, as many apps bundle their own FreeType build. Basically, if any software bundles an old FreeType library, the whole app becomes vulnerable. To fix this vulnerability, update FreeType to the latest stable version available. Install OS updates. Update your browser like Chrome and Firefox. Bundle FreeType patches. Rebuild any application that uses FreeType statically. Remove unused font formats that are rarely needed. Use sandboxing or secure rendering settings when possible. And use compilers with ASLR, stack protections, and memory sanitizers to reduce exploitability. Once updated, the vulnerability disappears. Best practices for this vulnerability is strengthen your security posture by avoid the use of unknown or untrusted font files. Use vulnerability scanners for continuous monitoring. Enable automatic security updates to reduce future risks. Always keep your system and applications updated. Never open suspicious PDFs or unknown file attachments. Use browsers with strong sandboxing. Enable automatic updates on Linux. Regularly scan your application for outdated libraries. So let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. FreeType is a widely used font engine that helps render text across billions of devices. Because it's everywhere, it becomes a major target. And when you are running an outdated version, you are basically leaving a silent open door for attackers. First, the risks are serious. Vulnerabilities like CVE 2020159999 and CVE 2025273363 can lead to remote code execution. That means an attacker gain full control of your system, and all it takes is loading a single malicious font. Second, exploitation is completely silent. There is no installation, no pop-ups, nothing suspicious. Just opening a malicious website, a PDF, or even a mobile app screen is enough to trigger the exploit in background instantly. And third, updates are absolutely critical. The only real defense here is keeping your FreeType library up to date. When you patch FreeType, you are not just securing one component, you are protecting the whole ecosystem, your browser, your operating system, and every app that depends on it. So, what should you do now? Immediately audit your systems for any FreeType versions below 2.13.3. If needed, update it using commands like apt update FreeType. Staying updated is the simplest and most effective protection. In short, an outdated FreeType version may look harmless, but it can become a powerful attack vector. Since fonts are rendered automatically and silently in most applications, it's critical to keep FreeType and all related dependencies updated. So, even though FreeType sounds like simple font engine, an outdated version can become a serious entry point for hackers. Since it automatically loads fonts from websites and files, attackers can silently inject malicious fonts and try to take control of your system. If you are responsible application security, make sure to patch it immediately and maintain a strong vulnerability management program. Keeping FreeType and all your software libraries updated is one of the simplest and most effective protections. Thank you for watching. Keep your systems updated and stay ahead of threats. See you in the next video.